Live from Snow Camp, North Carolina, it's the BLT Show with Bev and Tez on Tez FM.
Music to enhance your day. DJ Tez on Tez FM. On the air and on the web. On the best guitar line. Tez FM.
I'm always there for you, but you don't see that I'm the one you need, not just a friend to be. I'm too sweet, you say you don't wanna hurt me, but all I want is for you to love me, love me, love me. I'm waiting for the one who wants romance and soul, a connection that's deep, that makes me whole. But every time I try to make a date or plan, you're always busy, I'm just not your man. I just want a woman who wants to be loved, who craves my attention and won't leave me shoved. I wanna be her dream and her be mine, but I'm still waiting for that moment in time. One day I won't have to wait, my dream girl will come. She won't make me wait, she'll be the one who wants true love and all that I have to give. And together we'll finally live, finally live. I just want a woman who wants to be loved, who craves my attention and won't leave me shoved. I wanna be her dream, her be mine, but I'm still waiting for that moment in time. One day I won't have to wait, my dream girl will come. She won't make me wait, she'll be the one who wants true love and all that I have to give. And together we'll finally live, finally live, finally live, finally live, finally.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, welcome to the BLT show. Bev is running a little bit late because she got attacked on text messages, but it's okay because you know why? It's always worth it waiting for her because when she makes an appearance, it's an appearance. Hey, we got a lot to cover tonight. I'm playing 2 old tracks that I wrote last year, but we got a beautiful brand new track just released. Beverly wrote it. It's gorgeous. So hopefully the timing will be right. Here's the next track. I'm just a stand-in. I used to be.
I've been the shoulder to cry on, the nice guy they pass by on. They say I'm too sweet, don't wanna hurt me, but all I want is for someone to love me. I love with all my heart for romance, dreaming of a soul connection, a real chance. But every time I try to make a plan, they never happen. It's like I'm just a stand-in. I just want a woman to love me back, to want my attention, never hold back. I'll be the man of her dreams if she'll be mine. One day I won't have to wait and love won't be a line. But until then I'll keep waiting, hoping for the one who won't make me wait, who love me for the long run. My dream girl, we're connection, a real chance. But every time I try to make a plan, they never happen. It's like I'm just a stand-in. I just want a woman to love me back, to want my attention and never hold back. I'll be the man of her dreams if she'll be mine. One day I won't have to wait and love won't be a lie. But until then I'll keep waiting, hoping for the one who won't make me wait, who'll love me for the long run. My dream girl, wherever you are, I'm here waiting, you won't have to look far. But until then I keep waiting, hoping for the one who won't make me wait, who'll love me for the long run.
The one that won't. What the hell? I'm still waiting. But she's worth it. She doesn't have a clue what time it is. Nothing. I reminded her twice. Hi, Lainey. How you doing, girl? If somebody didn't text her and consume her time, she would have been here by now. We're not mentioning names, though. Anyway, hey, it's a squirrel moment on Tez FM. Oh, my God.
I asked for a refill, just a cup of water. 15 minutes later, now she brings it back. I'm ready when you are, I am ready now. Another 20 minutes later, where is she at? Her squirrel moments keep me guessing. It's always fun, and she keeps me guessing. Her squirrel moments keep me guessing, and I love her just as she is. It's like her brain and her feet never in the same place. She'll think of 10 things before she reaches the hall. I hear the vacuum, the dishes, the blender. I call out what happened, I guess I have to love it all. Her squirrel moments keep me guessing. It's always fun, and she keeps me guessing. Her squirrel moments keep me guessing, and I love her just as she is. It's like her brain and her feet never in the same place. She'll think of 10 things before she reaches the hall. I hear the vacuum, the dishes, the blender. I call out what happened, I guess I have to love it all. Her squirrel moments keep me guessing. It's always fun, and she keeps me guessing. Her squirrel moments keep me guessing, and I love her just as she is. Her squirrel moments keep me guessing. It's always fun, and she keeps me guessing. Her squirrel moments keep me guessing, and I love her just as she is.
She is back from across the pond. Welcome back, Beverly, to the BLT show on Tez FM. Live from Snow Camp, North Carolina, it's the BLT show with Bev and Tez on Tez FM.
It's time for some romance. What happened? Should be. Oh.
Very quiet.
Who's been touching my knobs?
I've been touching. Not knobs, only yours.
Yes, you did.
I don't touch those knobs. What knobs are we talking about?
We got a lot to
Honestly,
talk
when you
about.
started.
We have a lot to talk about.
Cool.
I don't even know where to begin.
Jesus, oh, sorry, mate.
How about, should we,
where are you going to start?
how about the new, you want to do the new song halfway through? That you wrote?
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, let's do
Am I
that.
right for you?
All right, so.
Okay, so, I'll shut up.
confession time from me.
Is it?
If my daughter's...
What are you going to confess to? Careful. You got to be careful what you say. Once you say it, it's out there forever.
Listen.
I'm trying to. I'm very quiet still.
All right. So,
I've only got it in one
here's
ear.
the bottom line. About 3 days before she left last time, I always get angst. Very bad anxiety. When it hits 4 days,
Well, I'm
before
going
she
back.
leaves, I want all of you, all the time. And you know how we got to the 4 days? Because the first visit, she couldn't leave on time. And
It
it
wasn't
wound
my
up
fault.
taking...
It wasn't my fault. I wasn't late or nothing like that.
No.
Let's get there.
The planes, the flights were canceled, her connecting flight.
Okay.
At that point, I'm like, no more connecting flights, nonstop. London, Heathrow to Raleigh. 8 hours, 7 hours on the way back.
8 hours 20 out and 7 hours 10 back.
Well, she knows it. She's a frequent flyer now. This is her
Yeah, I want to find out about that. I should get frequent flight rates.
4th trip, 5th show.
It's since the 14th of June.
Yeah, well, here's my confession. Last week, the last show we were supposed to do,
That was my fault.
it was a mess. See, Beverly and I, we fell hard, fast.
Yes, he is.
You don't have to listen. I'm not playing music. It's all right.
Okay. Yeah, I like
What the hell did you do? Leave it to you to wrap around the frame.
You couldn't make that up. Give me. I want my ears on. I like my ears. Give me my ears.
I want me ears on. Not my ears. I want me
I
ears.
want my ears inside there. No, I don't right there. I won't break anything. I say can't break it. I'll break it.
It won't break.
Well, I haven't broke you yet, mate. Well, nearly.
So,
Right. So what? Where was we?
the 4 days.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah.
she was outside a lot, and I get angst. It's like, man, we did a lot of work last time. And you see Cam's head. A lot of work last time.
Cam, that's
And
for you.
the balance was a little bit off. You know, like too much work, not enough play. Well,
I'm
there
not-
are dark forces against us, I think. But don't worry, it gets way better. I really encourage you guys to stay for the whole broadcast. I said special 2 hour. Will it go to? I don't know. Depends if we have to talk to people. Tom, hi Tom.
Hi,
I
Tom.
know you're on your show. I never get to.
Hey, Lainey.
Hi, lady.
Hey, baby girl. You alright?
Thank you for sharing.
Yes,
So-
you are my best BFF. You can't make this. No, I won't swear. You can't make up what happens. How long's our way? 10 days.
5 days. Huh?
How long's our way?
14 days.
Was it 14 days?
Sunday to Sunday, 2 weeks.
Yeah, but there was a period in there that if I hadn't have experienced it, I would say, what a load of... You sure?
We're not there yet, though.
No, we're not there yet.
You're going to move.
But that's the cliffhanger. We do move slow, baby.
I know.
You got bad back. Sorry, that revealed too much. So, are you blushing?
And I tell you, she's a star. I just talk. It's her commentary that makes everybody, well, makes me
I
laugh.
just talk. I just don't know what comes out between there and there. It just sort of opens and things come out of him.
So,
Sorry.
you're going to sidetrack me so bad. So 2 days before she was ready to leave, I decided, man, I can't do this no more. I'm creating more anxiety for her. So finally, I just went in the closet and
I beg
grabbed
your
her.
pardon? Did you come out of the closet?
I came out of the closet, but I came out with you.
Oh,
I just had to grab her. And I grabbed
it's when
her,
I
right?
came over, yeah.
Held her for about 10 seconds, and all of a sudden, she just starts melting. And all that just melts away.
This is the time I came over before, not this one.
Yeah, this is 2 days before she left. If I didn't fix it, when I say we didn't fix this,
That's right, yeah.
it would have made her touchdown a living hell. So, she touches down. Everything's great. Like, we came up from the pits of hell. She told me, you know, babe, we walked into Dollar General and you didn't even hold my hand. I'm like, what?
I said, you didn't even kiss me. This man is I will say, he's a gentleman and a gentleman. And it blew me away first. Well, that's what did it, really. I came over with his mate to kick his ass. And then we stopped off at Food Line. I always call it Lion King. And we pulled up, opened the door, and he held his hand out and got me out of the car. And I'm like, okay. And we both got green eyes. And he looked at me, and I looked at him, and next thing I know, we're like, up one of those like Venus flytraps getting each other. And I went, oh, hello. What's that going on? But that was unbelievable. That's sort of like changed the whole thing. I was already sort of 75% there, but I didn't want to be cheap.
But last trip, the second trip she came, it was an overlap when I was in Jersey, and Anne was still with me, okay? So it kind of interrupted the vibe a little bit because we had to constantly shift from this scenario to that scenario to this scenario. But overall, pretty good visit. My problem is when she's over there. Oh, the second visit when she touched down, immediately she was in a mood, but I didn't know. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I hate this place. I'm UK Gray. I'm sick of this place. Home is over there in Snow Camp. And, finally when she told me, I could understand. And then I could be there for her, But this guessing game stuff, it's hard. We both have ADHD. Yeah. Mine might be worse in certain areas, but I can plan, concentrate, time manage, this and that. Bev is getting better. But it took me too long to realize, and everything that happens, my go-to should be, how is Beverly thinking this? What goes on in her head, this and that. Come on, dear. Over the time, I just did a 180, and it freaked her out. So she touches down Monday morning. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and almost all of Thursday were great. Okay?
Hang on, where are we? Have I gone home? Where am I? I'm in the UK.
You're home. You're back at Mom's.
I'm back in the UK.
Cam!
Sit down.
Why do you...
Because he just
get it. Stop.
He was sniffing your nuts.
God almighty.
You want your nuts sniffed.
Anybody want a cocker?
I beg your pardon?
So
anyway,
on the Thursday after she touched down this last time,
I'm lost.
Something happened and she decided to reach out to someone. We're not going to go, we'll do it. Why not? It doesn't matter. It's not like anybody else watches this show that's involved with that. We don't do karaoke anymore.
At the moment, we're on a sabbatical, but we do have other gigs that we're doing.
No, we do. But Maple Street,
no.
I don't care.
No.
Whatever.
No.
Come by Maple Street tomorrow night and you'll see it and hear it all, because
there's a little bit of angst, but I'm very different. Larry calls it his Armenian voice, and I am more passive-aggressive. People think I'm going to have a row with them.
Takes too long. Passive aggression takes way too long to make your point.
Yeah, but it's far more satisfying.
So is telling somebody, as you say in England, fuck off.
Yeah, but you do it in a different way. We are completely going off like this. Right, let's just recap. So since the 14th of June, this is my 4th trip over here. I've been in the UK for a total of 26 days in total since the 14th of June to date. I've been in the UK, so I've been here, going backwards and forwards. The first trip was like, ooh, all good, except for when he met me, I was on the wrong side of the road, because they drive on the wrong side of the road here, all right? I don't care what you say. The second trip was angst, because there was an overlap. And bear in mind, I will go back, I came over here to kick his ass as a mate. And within...
Even though she kind of said...
48 hours. He sort of said, do you want to be my... I was going, yeah, all right. Within 48 hours, he then produces this rock on my hand. And I was, is that a promise ring? He went, no, that is me committing. I know your situation, but I'm going to wait for you, all the rest of it. So... bearing in mind, I have never in my life had someone I've had to answer to, like, emotionally, love-wise. And I'm not going to go into that because that could be a little bit what goes out there, especially what's going on. But anyway, so I go home. I then come back early because of this overlap. I then go back. I don't know where I'm there, end of July, I think.
That's your second trip. You went
Second
back,
trip.
came
So
back.
when I went back, because I've been here twice, when I went back that next time, it was hell. Because there's one thing to be said of Southern hospitality. We all hear about it in the UK. Oh my God, it blows us out of the water. You know, hi, Miss Beverly. Hi, Mr. Larry. Can I help you? None of it's bullshit. It's truth. And that's why when we had the Olympics, we employed Americans to teach us customer service. Because they're not taught it when they're little kids these days, you know. Not customer service, but just being polite and everything else. So there was a shift. And the thing was that we would go from being like that to that. And that 5-hour time difference can be a bitch at times.
Especially, like, for instance, we found this last trip, we found a really good method.
We used to say rhythm.
I give her the option every morning when she wakes up to start her day. I give her an option. You can call me, wake me up if I'm asleep, give me 5 minutes so I can say I love you, have a great day, and then I can go to sleep and you can start your day. Then when I wake up about 8 or 9 in the morning.
So that's 2 o'clock our time. 1 o'clock.
So it's 1 to 2 p.m. her time. Her day's half over and it's hard, but here's what I found out. Oh, and then the last one is usually 10 p.m. her time to midnight, which is 5 to 7 p.m. here. So towards the end, she started calling me during the day. She procrastinated. Like she wasn't even bothered that stuff wasn't done. She had it all planned out. I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of me too. She's proud of me. I'm proud of her. But that's hope. Disclaimer, this woman, she can be squirrel moments all the time. I ain't letting her go. You know why? Because she gives me everything. Everything. I went 5-hour drive and a doctor's appointment. I came back, the entire kitchen, refrigerator, cleaned, everything. I didn't ask her. She just does it for me. And I used to have that, you know, back
Many
in
moons
98
ago.
to 2004 or 5. But it's been eons, man. It's been at least 20 years since I've felt this. My daughter, God bless you, Ashley, if you're listening. Hey, Lisa.
Hey,
2 minutes
Lisa,
ago.
we've got to meet up, baby girl.
Yeah, definitely. Tom says, anyone want to cock her? Anyway, so she started calling me a lot and staying on the phone. And I got this feeling
You
of,
kept trying to get me off the phone. I was going,
I did. A 5-hour phone call, 3 hours I'm trying to get her off the phone. Baby, another hour. Baby, another hour. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
all right. I'm all right. One night, what did we do? 7.5 hours?
7 up. We did one that was 5, then we did one that was 6, and then we did one that was 7.5.
On
So this
video
is
chat.
like at 10 o'clock at night, UK time, so that's 5 in the afternoon, finishing at 2 o'clock.
3 in the morning,
Yeah.
5 in the morning, one night. All right. Now, this last trip we're talking about, okay?
Right, let's
Thursday,
catch up.
I had a case of the ass for 2 days. Not worth talking about.
That's a
This
big
woman
ass.
healed me. She knew I had something left over from another relationship. It's just too bad she can't, fix her. But she fixed me. Like, really fixed me.
And I used to drop, I'm trading this, so I was dropping seeds in. I've never told you to do anything, have I? But I always suggest, and any women watching, you know what you're doing, men. You give them sort of ideas, and about 2 weeks later, they go, why don't we do this? You go, that's a really good idea. But you've been chopping his squirrel. But this is slightly different. This is deep emotional. He was suffering from PTSD, which I've worked with a lot. He didn't know he was working with PTSD. He didn't know he had PTSD, but I did. And he kept saying, why you make me relive this? And all of a sudden, I would say it was like the clouds lifting. And I have never, of all the people I've worked with, seen such a 180 overnight. You see bits, and like, because I knew I was opening Pandora's box, and I've been doing this for a couple of months with him, all of a sudden it went, and I was like, and this is a different person at the end of the phone.
Now, hold that thought, because what's coming up next is going to blow your freaking mind.
Yeah.
We got to kind of talk about how we're going to explain this.
Yeah, it's very weird.
We're not censored, so it doesn't matter. Just,
No, what we're going to tell you is something that you might read about, heard about, seen it in the National Enquirer or something like that, and think, what a load of old...
Astral Connection, Astral Projection.
This is weird.
Go look at that.
Go look it up.
A brand new song that Bev did for me.
Oh, I wrote this, yeah.
And what the hell is this?
I don't know. You're the man with the knobs.
It's called My Home Is Here With You. Mm-hmm. Now, Beverly wrote all the lyrics because I got them like a week before. And I said, baby, why don't you use Suno? I showed her how to use Suno. I showed her how to explain the type, the feel she wanted.
I hummed it in there.
First try. 5 minutes, 45 seconds long. And you don't
It's no good for radio play, but...
Oh, we'll make an edit version.
I've got one, yeah.
So
here's
here
the
it
bridge.
is. Written by Beverly, soon to be Beverly Tezekian. Someday, soon.
Soon.
We stumble through the troubled times, but we always talk them through. Storms may rise, yet love still shines, and it always brings me back to you. Each goodbye cuts deep inside. Each return it heals anew. Through the distance and the silence, my forever home is you. I'm living in two So don't fear the miles or the leaving. This love is steady, tried and true. I found my place, I found my future, and my home is here with you.
Unreal. You know, when she sent me the lyrics the first time, I was near tears. Then she gave me like 3 different versions that she created, and she said, I kind of like this one. I didn't even listen to the others. The minute that one came on, I was bawling my eyes out. Never in my life has a woman ever talked like that to me. So, Beverly and I
spoke like that to anyone.
I don't know. You know, you heard the music I wrote. I write better music when I'm in pain and screwed over and hurt, my heart shredded.
You've had enough practice. Sorry.
But this love stuff, I mean, the best one I got so far is what? Oh, Beverly, and then the other one.
Living 2 time zones.
Living in 2 time zones. I live in 2 time zones. She lives in 2 separate worlds.
Yeah,
and that's about sums it up.
It is very strange. I listen to stuff and I go, did I write that? Because of, I think it's ADHD, I don't know, but I can sort of think about things. Some people out there, I've done like Happy Birthday, Sweet 16, but I've put my own lyrics in as I go along. I never know what I'm going to say until I've said it. It gets me in trouble. But I can, once I might say, I've got to write this, and I might have 2 lines, and my hands can't keep up with what I'm writing, so I have to dictate it, which is a bit hard because Google don't understand my accent. It comes out a bit weird.
I don't understand.
But no one does. But when I listen back to it and I go, did I really do that? So it comes from the heart. It's not thought about. It's not, no, don't like that. Go back, do that. No, that don't run with that. It literally comes out. And this is when ADHD is a gift and it's a curse. Because if it goes wrong, I just chuck it in the bin. I never go back to nothing. It's just done. But we have sort of...
There's a line in one of the songs I wrote that I wanted Beverly to see what she... How did I word it? Damn it. I listened to it on the way back from the doctors.
Which one?
It was like, I want you to see all that you can be. Because I see it. Just like she sees it in me. She wants me to frickin' do a Neil Diamond tribute at one of the karaoke venues. I got my guitar.
Like that. So I want to become a Neil Diamond tribute act because he could do it and carry it off. And when we did the first karaoke at a certain place, the amount of people that came up to him and said, my God, you sound like Neil Diamond. And you sort of went, nah, you knew you did.
I'm humble.
It was so I don't go around like with a great big head. But he could do it. And
no, but what do you say now when I say, damn, you're gorgeous?
Yeah, okay.
No, that's not what she says.
She said, yeah, I know.
I am.
Yeah, I know, but I find that big-headed sort of thing. But he does big me up. But we big each other up. But what people don't understand is I've listened to... Well, I've been friends with Larry for about 4 years. So I've listened to heartache after heartache. But what was the weird thing, which is going to lead you into what we're going to talk about a bit later, was that we used to sing together and then he'd go dark. And by that, I used to go onto this app that we use, the singing app, and I'd go for certain people. I don't use the feed, I don't use the invites, I just go do. And I always used to look. I thought, lazy git, you ain't put nothing on. And
I didn't. I was
then
depressed.
He was gone. And somehow I always knew when it got bad. And I'd message him and go, oi, what's going on with you? You down a rabbit hole again? Oh, you're really delirious happy, but I think you're down a rabbit hole. And every time I did, he was down a rabbit hole. And I don't know how I knew, but I always knew. And then we sort of talk, and it'd all get better, and you sod off and get ripped off by somebody
and for
else.
me,
And
on
then
the other side of this coin, I would see Beverly and look at her eyes, and on certain times, I could like something's off. Then we would have video chat. Not really. We would message back and forth, and then she would like send me video notes of her walking her dog. And over time last year, I really started hammering her hard.
beg your pardon?
I knew that was coming. I
knew that was coming, but I beg your pardon.
I wanted to know.
Please, Doug, expand on that.
All my life, my fantasy has
Beg
been.
your pardon?
My fantasy
Okay,
has
go on
been.
then.
I want to find and be with a woman who has never had love, never been loved correctly.
Correct.
And here she
Never
is.
been loved correctly.
Never been. You tell him. Kiss. Tell him.
No, I can't really go.
Okay,
to
don't go down that road.
Okay, so basically, he's a hopeless romantic. And I
her
go,
ex
oh,
was
here we
not.
go. And maybe I was with somebody for a very, very long time. As a kid to an adult. And I had my mistakes. I ain't turned around saying for 1 minute it was all that person. And I contributed to it. But I know through the bad times, I wasn't a bad person. You know, I had people that know me, people that don't. I had a stroke at 29, a couple of surgeries, and then from 06 to 2019, I had 28 surgeries. And big ones. Died on the table twice. And
God was saving her for me.
during that time, let's just say, things didn't work out very well. But I'm not saying I was innocent in this. I was self-medicating. I'd got into depression. That's why when I became a counsellor, I deal with sort of situational counselling. Some people do CBT, which I think is excellent. Don't get me wrong, because that's preventative. But when it goes over the edge, what do you do then? How do you cope with it then? Because I'd lived it, and that's why. And I choose my fields. And yeah, it was bad. But I hold my hands up. I worked for myself. And the hardest thing is that when you're in the pits of hell and you're trying to get out, you have to be able to forgive yourself, number one, and realise that it's an illness. Because all depression is, and I say this over and over again, if you think of an Irish coffee and you pour the black coffee in and then you pour the cream over the top, yeah? If you do it too quick, then you'll get bits of cream that go into the black coffee. It doesn't sit perfectly. Well, that's depression, because the chemical balance in your brain that you naturally produce doesn't sit correctly. So you then take a tablet that corrects that imbalance. People say, I don't want to go on antidepressants, don't need them. But if you've got an headache, you'll take paracetamol or a ibuprofen or whatever, painkiller, Tylenol, whatever. You'll take a painkiller. Well, it's exactly the same. Antidepressants are correcting your chemical imbalance. However, they can also, you've got to try and test them. They can make you feel worse. And the worst thing that happens is that people feel all right and they go, I don't need these no more. You do, because you've got this natural imbalance. So, yeah, I'm not a magnet. But during that time, you know, I didn't know what love was until I met Larry.
That first kiss. Oh, by the way, when I picked her, no, I'm out of order. We can't go when I picked you up at the airport yet. All right.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to segue into gently, because I want Beverly to do most of the talking about this, because
I don't talk much. I ain't got much to say.
so she has seen me do at least 2, if not 3, complete 180s.
Oh, unbelievable.
Okay, when I was trying to make my point of what she was doing and how it made me feel, it wound up just causing her more angst and to look at her on video chat. I had a choice. I'm going to break her. I'm going to suck it up and just... So I did it. It's like, okay, nothing. You, whatever. I mean, I failed.
He was ready.
I failed a couple of times. No, at least one time since that Friday night, my time, Saturday morning, hers. But I pulled back real fast. Yeah, maybe not fast enough for her, but real fast for me. Like within 5 minutes.
I'm holding my tongue because I want to say something, but I'm not going to.
Go ahead.
But, no, where you pulled? No, I'm going.
I want you.
No, I was going to put a sexual connotation on it. The thing is that when you go into therapy or whatever it is, you've got to want to change. It's like losing weight. Elaine, best friend, has suddenly made up her mind. She has lost a third of her body weight. Unbelievable, because she was ready to do it. It can't be someone telling you to do it. As much as I sowed the seeds for him, he looks at me and thought, I've had enough of this. I've got this girl in front of me that I love. Why am I doing it? Because it was causing Larry, it was causing you as much heartache as it was causing me, wasn't it?
Hers was in her head. Mine was...
It was emotional, but
You're listening to Bev
What
and
the hell?
Taz,
you pushed the button.
Carolina's hottest
You pushed the button
couple.
again. So what happened was we were talking about, and literally from this, that's my minion voice, and the next morning, and I'm sort of waiting for it. I'm saying things, I'm waiting for him to go. And he was like, I'm letting that go.
And that was,
And I was like,
Friday morning for me, Friday late for her,
Yeah.
which now takes us to something
unbelievable.
extremely...
This is a week before I come out. So we've always
We had
said...
3 nights in a row.
Yeah.
So, we want to take the...
We've always said that, how on earth did it work out? We met for a singing app, which says they've got 50 million active users. They've probably got 40 million that pay subscriptions, forgot about it. But if you've got all these users, how do you find each other? You know, like people sing and, yeah, let them go. But I know, and I know the people that sing on Smeal, you've got like a little section of people that we sing with, and then there's occasional people. Now, what freaks me out is, how did I end up singing with you and connecting with you? When there's all these other millions of people that I could sing with, but, and I don't sing millions, but there was a bond, something happened, and I used to think this is weird, because how do I know when you're in angst? How do I know this? And I was in a decorating job, and he was like, this is break. We just had this connection, and I said, there's something pulling us here. I don't understand it. And I actually said to him, will you stop running after women and doing what they want? Stop, take a breath, because what you're looking for might be right in front of your eyes. I never dreamed, and I never said it directed at me, ever. And from what we kept saying to me, this is weird, because I kept saying, like, stop and notice signs, because we're all on a hamster wheel. And like, we've got to get up, got to take the kids, got to do this, got to do that, got to do that, got to do that. And you're on a hamster wheel. Go to sleep, get up, do the same thing. No, I can't go on holiday. We always make excuses for our own happiness.
And I
our
kept
sacrifices.
telling her, why can't I find a woman like you? You're perfect, you know? And what it was her silliness. She's funny. She makes me laugh. I didn't know all the other things that,
Yeah.
you know, but that
And
was
I'm
it.
a nightmare. And I don't say I'm easy to live with. And but
Once I got into the flow and understand how she thinks, that was the biggest help of all.
you have a saying, to love somebody, you've got to understand them. And my ADHD is extremes at times, sometimes it's not. And in the end, it was driving him nuts, because I get up and sit down. People that know me know I can't sit still. You know, I cannot sit still. Someone says to me, don't push that red button. I go, why? What's it going to do? what could happen? And I'll have to push it. Someone tells me to sit down, I can't sit down. I've got to get up. So I sent him a couple of videos of a couple that post on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And with that, you ran with it. Because he went, that's you. And I went, yeah. But you also saw traits of yourself in it.
Yeah.
And this man has sat there and he does like his research and he's, you know, we were talking about the pool earlier on. It's about getting a dome. And he went, oh, that's because of such and such voltage, this, that, and the other. And I'm going, I was talking about getting a dome. What are you talking about? You know, he goes into in-depth
Talking about
things.
pool heater.
Pool heaters. So he did it, and he started to get it, and he kept saying, I understand it, but there was always a but. But he researched it. I was told once, when I said to somebody about, I've got ADHD, and they basically said to me, oh, what you find, another excuse to act like that, and shut up. So I didn't talk about it. And this man, honestly, I could not believe it, the way he listened, worked it out, whatever. And then you look at something and go, but they do this. And the one thing he said to me, which I had to correct you on, because he said, I'm going to fix you. And you can't fix me, because this is me.
I thought all her angst was from being degraded, shredded, stripped down of her self-worth, everything. I thought that was the reason, but some of it was.
Some of it was, yeah.
A lot of it isn't. But
Yeah.
you, through our relationship over time, things will balance out and change. Like, well, I don't want to go into, like, when you arrived here, but we have to go into Friday night, Saturday morning for you. It was Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and Monday morning for you. Monday morning was the big one.
This bit, yeah.
Sunday night for me was the big one.
Yeah,
So I'm going to start out with this. Towards the end, I started on our night video chat. I would try to, hey, let's go lay down.
He takes me to bed, basically.
Yeah, I go to
And he
sleep.
lays
with
with
her.
me, and it's say 10 o'clock at night for you, but it might be 3 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
for me. So I lay down like this, and I've got the phone like that, and he lays down with me. And I struggle to sleep. Anyone knows me knows I can run for hours. Well, this is starting to change, actually.
It was weird because that night she laid her head on the pillow, boom, out.
Sleep.
I know she was out because I'm like, Bev, I was talking to her. I'm like, do you understand what I'm saying? Are you awake? Nothing. So I heard her say, I love you, baby, or baby, or something like that.
I love you, baby.
So I just started talking to her in her sleep, but my eyes closed and concentrating on reaching her. Dreamscape, whatever she went into.
I've never heard of this before, and I always thought we was connected somehow because we finished each other's sentence. He'd be driving. I went, don't go over the top. And he'd go, how do you know what I was thinking of? So we did do a lot of that. We sort of knew what each other
And
was saying.
I truly believed we were twin flames, but
Yeah.
now I know without a doubt.
And he's very about frequencies and all that, and I know all about that, but I didn't discount it, but I'd never experienced. But I did know we were connected in a very different way.
So I started telling her, talking to her, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. And then I heard her go, baby, baby, baby. So I would repeat it back to her. Now, that's the short version. You can tell more and then tell them what the dream was about.
So
Dream, astral connection. I'll call it an astral connection.
Yeah. So
Because you were awake, but not.
I really don't know, because someone who knows all this crap will go, oh, you're in REM sleep when this happens, that happens. I was not aware. If he was speaking to me, sort of saying, Bev, are you awake? And anyone knows me, I'd be awake. I mean, like, I look after my mum. The moment it's like having a baby again. My mum's 91. She's sound of mind, but not very mobile. And she moves the covers and I'm awake. And so he was saying things to me apparently. And he lays there, and I always go like that, and he was saying to me, like, I'm cuddling up behind you.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
All 3 times. 45 minutes.
And what I have to say is what this time was, every time I woke up, either from this or in the morning, I felt I was in snow camp. So I sort of wake up and go...
I watched it.
Right.
I have videos.
So...
Not sharing them.
Not those ones. Oh, this one. All right. And so the first... So I'd gone into sleep, and it's really strange. I was on a beach in Essex called Fitton-on-Sea. But that beach I recognised, but the rest of it was like a boardwalk. And on the top of this, that was that night, wasn't it? Top of the boardwalk, there was like an American car. But I was sitting there waiting for him on the beach, and then he's come up behind me and like surprised me, and he's laid down with me, and he's like cuddling. We've got this blanket, and he's getting blowy and all that, and then he's run off to go into the water, and I'm swimming after him, and I can't remember what it was he was saying. The next thing I remember, I'm behind all these rocks by one of these big jetties, and I could hear him saying baby, and in my dream I was behind these rocks going baby, hiding, baby, like a little kid, baby, and then hiding, baby, like this.
And then, wait a minute, I gotta check my...
So from there, the next thing was, because we'd been talking about cars, because he wants to get a second car, and then I was on the walk up.
Popping in and out of the rocks. Okay, that was pretty much
popping
it.
in and out of the rocks. And the next thing, we're in a car, and he told me this story about how you lost your virginity on the back seat of this car. And I'm standing at the door going, oh, so what you think you are? You're going to relive it? And I'm saying these things, but he's talking back to me, but he's going, I'm doing what? How do you know about that car? And I'm reciting back to him about his car, this, that, and the other. And there's a bit more that went on
Next
in the
thing
car.
I know, I was talking, and the next thing I know, she opens her eyes, and sits up 45 minutes.
I was crying, right?
Literally. Oh, during that, she was crying?
Yeah, because he went off. He went off from the rocks.
She goes, don't leave me, baby.
I
said, baby, I'm never leaving you. I'm never leaving you. Next thing I know, she's laughing her ass off. I'm like, baby, what are you talking about? She's like, baby, baby, baby. And it turns out she was doing that head popping thing. I watched her cry. I watched her
cried
laugh.
my eyes out, laughed my head off. And then I wake up. And I woke up, and apparently I looked like being...
Looked like she had 5 hours of sleep. Bags gone, everything.
Yeah.
Recharged.
Yeah, I was like, literally like that hanging. So that was night one. And it was exhausting anyway. So the next night...
Which would have been Saturday night for me, Sunday morning for her. 45 minutes.
This one gets a little bit more intense.
Intimate. But not like the third part.
No.
The next night.
No, so you tell number 2.
Well, all I got notes-wise, the second night was intimate, pulsating, crying, laughing, don't leave me again. It was more of a moment, not sexual, really wasn't. It was more cuddling, spooning, that type of thing. But what was your, if you can remember?
I can't remember.
Okay.
So basically, I was having this dream, and again, when we go to sleep at night, normally, we mould into each other really perfectly. You're 6 foot.
6 foot, you're 5'9".
6 foot, I'm 5'8", 5'9". Used to be 5'9", 5'8". But we mould into each other. And I'm always aware of, both of us got bad backs. Sometimes worse than others. But I still had this thing about and it was my self-doubt, I think, because I knew I'd seen this turnaround in Larry, and I hadn't caught up to it because I was waiting. I was still waiting for him to go, you know. And we was laying in some weird teepee thing, whatever it was, and I'm going. He said I was absolutely crying my eyes out, sobbing, and I was going, please don't go. I won't do this. And he says to me, you're not doing nothing. I'm not going. So then we've ended up intimate.
Little bit.
A little bit.
Just
and
kissing and moaning.
But he's watching me. He's watching me react as if,
real
and
time.
I've got in real time as if I've got
dead
my
asleep. Because she wouldn't. If I broke out of that connection and asked her a random question, didn't hear it.
No.
Didn't register.
No.
Then I would go back into that mindset. So
because he wasn't sure. He wasn't sure if I was awake and just playing up. And so he'd ask me something basic, nothing, and then but I was moving. I was holding him. I was stroking his face. I was stroking my own face.
She was.
As if he was stroking mine. And
animated.
Very animated. When I woke up, 45 minutes later, how can I put this? I felt like what happened in my dream had happened. And
the night after.
yeah, afterwards, yeah. And I mean, I was still like shaking. And I cried and was laughing at that one, not when I. Oh no, because I'll tell you what I said. I was laughing and I went, oh, you think you can't in that amount of time? I said, I'm going to leave that loose. And I started laughing it off and looked after I woke up. So that's the second night.
Now, third night, Sunday night for me, Monday morning for her.
It was about the early hours of Monday morning. No, something like words on Monday morning.
This is the one where we stayed up all night till sun. Like, she didn't go to sleep. She did for the 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And again, bag's gone, but still her body. Anyway, so it started out the same way.
You've got to tell this because he filmed it.
I screen recorded it. No audio, don't need it. The visual's enough. So, started out the same way. Come on, baby, let's lay down, blah, blah, blah. And then she's just looking at me, and next thing you know, out like a light. So I'm like, hey, baby. And I just started talking to her. I love you. You know, you're the best thing that happened to me. Can't wait to see you. I said, feel my presence. I always said this every night. Feel my presence. Feel my body. Feel my heat.
And he's always like radiator.
I am. So is her breath.
But I'm reacting in,
She is. She's starting to like react. And when I say react, use your imagination, okay? And her body is reacting as if it's happening. One time I told her, I said, pull me closer to you, grab my head. I'm not going into detail. I watched her do this. She has the phone here and she's like this, trying to pull me to her, all the while her other hand is recording. Most of it was not captured, but what was captured was insane. She followed intimate instruction. It was a connection like crazy. All I can say is this is what I wrote. Third night is insane. Total hot sex. My body put her. I'm not going to go into okay, but how? So.
And at the end of it, I will say, I literally was sweating. And on the video that I watched some of it back, I am doing things that I didn't even know
I had to show her.
I could do or would do. And without getting too graphic, I felt like we'd had sex. Or we made love, as we say.
Same.
And, yeah, you definitely did.
Shut up.
You blushing. And it was just so freaky. 45 minutes again, woke up, and he just, what did you say? I just went.
I said, I forgot what I said. I was mesmerized, okay? Because I've never experienced anything like that in my life.
But everything he was saying, I was doing.
Except if I would say, are you awake? Are you awake? Crickets.
Or just come up with some random, you know.
Never. It had.
I'm ringing you at 10 o'clock tomorrow, all right?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Nothing.
But then when he said, like, he said something else sexual, and you see my arms move, you see my legs move, you see me do things that I'm like, who the fuck is that? You know, and that is, but I woke up from that again, but I did sleep for a
45
day,
minutes.
but from being like, oh my God, to, and I know I can insist on a little bit of sex, a little bit of sleep.
A little bit of sleep. Ah, the truth comes
a little
out.
bit of sleep. And that sort of cemented, and I wouldn't have believed it, but when I watched this video back and I was like, you perv, you videoed me. No, but it was incredible. So the people that talk about, it's called DreamScaping, and I've heard of it, never believed it, just thought it was a bit out there and it's staged. And it's one of those things that if you haven't been there and experienced yourself, but if we rewind on that, I keep saying to him, there is something about us, that how we connect and why did we connect? Why did this happen?
That's the thing.
Why is this happening? Why am I? Because for me, and like I say, anyone knows me, I'm pretty sensible. Although I'm nuts, I'm pretty sensible. And I was just thinking, why at that particular time did I take that leap of faith? Because he'd asked me to come over, and all what he'd said to me is sort of said before, but at that precise time, I went, yeah, all right. And he said, well, come and do some work for me. So he did trick me a little bit, but come and do some work for me. Because that way he knew, because I won't take anything from anybody, nothing. I've got to earn what I get. So he tapped the right sort of channel for me to go. But for me, as I know me, to turn and go, yeah, all right. And then I had to explain to people, well, yeah, I'm going up. Yeah, yeah, well, he's paying me to go, you do what? You could be like, oh, and he was saying, the people were saying to me, well, I would tell clients of mine, like, you're going to get catfish, you're going to do this, you don't know, you could have someone's head in the fridge for all you know. But I did. And from the moment we met, and I have to say to now, it's like we've always been together.
Yeah. Because for two people that didn't know much about each other,
It's the
only
real each other.
little
'Cause when you
bits
talk-
and pieces.
When you talk to people online, all you know about people on social media is what
they
they
tell
tell you. And they give this whole fantasy life, which when you actually get into it, it's like old tosh, you know.
But everybody who knows me and met me have said, wow, you're the same online as you are in person. And I am. And
love
so
you,
is
I
she. So
Yeah.
the first time we walked in Maple Street, the day they had
So this is over here.
they had downtown dance or something.
Yeah.
So Beverly and I walked into Maple Street. Lisa Kyle was there. First words out of her mouth was, oh my God, it's her. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I've been following you guys. Nobody gives a shit about me. I've known Lisa for 3 years, known of her, never really spoke to her. But out of the blue, this woman comes and says that. And then we get the karaoke gig for 2 weeks straight. And then anyway, but Lisa's opinion was validated by the first night of karaoke. People were coming up to us, just loving the vibe. And I told Beverly, I said, we are light workers. And I looked it up.
I'd never heard this.
I looked it up.
Before.
October last year, I had a shift. And if those of you who know me, I told you.
That's when you first asked me to come over.
Yeah. I had a shift. And I knew something was coming. Something, I didn't know what. I didn't know what my purpose was, but I felt like I had a purpose. And you know about me. What am I about? Love one another, show compassion to one another, be there for each other, most of all, forgive each other. I'm all about love. Because if everybody starts loving one another, the whole world would change through vibration.
And it's like, before I came out...
I think that's our purpose.
Yeah, before I came out, I was in a shop and I was buying his candy and vapes and stuff. And there's a woman at the counter and she was 47 pence short on her bill. And there was somebody in front of me and I said to her, I'll pay it, don't worry. And she turned around, she was so shocked. And she was, no, it's all right. I'll owe it to him and I'll give it to him tomorrow. And I went, no, I'll pay the 47 pence. In fact, I rounded it up to £1. But what you've got to do is you've got to pay it on. So it's sort of like spreading love or whatever. So basically what we're saying is if someone does you a favour, pass it on to somebody else. Don't pay me back. Take that money and do that same thing for somebody else. And that 47 pence, which, I've been in situations where 47 pence, when you ain't got nothing, 47 pence is a lot of money. But I said, it's fine, I'll do it. And I was in a position to do it. So that meant more to her than anything at that precise time. 2 days' time, she would probably have loaded their money. But at that precise time, and that's what we're about. It's like looking at people and stopping and looking at the signs. Because I said that to you, didn't I? Stop and look at the signs. And they're all around us, but normally we're too busy with our lives and think, I can't do that.
Or too busy caught up in the way the media and the world is trying to keep us divided, hating each other. No, stop it. Stop it now. Because you know what? Whoever killed so-and-so and whoever did it and guess what? This entire system is corrupt. Speaking of which, did you see my post? This is a Nutri-Grain. Can you see all the ingredients on there? Go look at my wall. This is a naked bar. There's 6 ingredients in here instead of 30.
The difference between food in the US and food in the UK.
Poisons are killing you. They're making you not think. They're making you weak. They're making you pussies. They're making you not who you should be.
I've never gone into a supermarket, and seen labels on chicken saying free of steroids and free of dyes.
Yeah.
And we've got the same sweets. Say we've got Starburst, which is called Opal Fruits, and I've bought them over from the UK and bought a pack here, and our ingredients are like
a
certain
third
things,
or a fourth.
Yeah, and then it will say
and all
food
natural
colourings from pumpkin, carrots, or whatever, rhubarb they use. Their ingredients, there's literally one of them, it was like 50 ingredients. Even McDonald's is different. McDonald's is different with what they add onto the chips and stuff.
Are being poisoned. And if you think rationally, what's the difference between America and the UK?
Health service.
America is all about health for profit, drugs for profit. UK pays free health care. It may not be the greatest, but at least you got health care.
Yeah.
And
it's £9, £10
if they're paying for your health care, they're going to keep you healthy. Now let that
they're
resonate.
paying for it, Well, we pay in through national insurance, but I mean, it's £10 per item, or you can get a card. But these guys, I mean, the adverts on TV will say, have you got constipation? Well, we can sell you this product, and it will sell you all this, and at the end of it, it will say, can cause high blood pressure, can cause heart attacks, maybe cause a stroke, but you won't be constipated.
Anal leakage.
Yeah, but you won't be constipated, and that's the advert, you know, and...
Or here's one, try this new drug. Don't rely on your antidepressant alone. Use this. It makes it better. What are the side effects? May cause depression, suicidal thoughts. What? It's not helping you. It's keeping you a slave. And I don't want to talk about it.
Because the country is run.
Right.
Pharmaceutical countries run the world. And this is not controversy. This is not nothing. It is a well-known fact. But within the UK, the pharmaceutical companies do pump money back into research. Forget about the charities because they take loads of money. But they do pump money back in. Here, no. The money goes to the fat cats. So they've got jets, they've got this, they've got that. At least we put it back in, but it is scary. And they sort of try. Then you get into controversial things about MMR injections, and it's got nothing to do with that. It's to do with what they stick in the food, because you have to eat. You know, injections are optional to a degree. You know, you haven't got to have a jab, you haven't got to have a COVID jab, you haven't got MMR. No, you can turn around and opt out, but you do have to eat. So they pump this crap into the food. I mean, even like I remember years ago with Smarties, and the colourings on Smarties in the UK was full of E additives. But all those colourings, you send the kids nuts. So I took it all out, and it became natural things that they used to colour stuff with.
Which we're just now, thanks to RFK, getting there.
Yeah.
And this is not political. This is about your health, your mental state, and vibrating higher. And you can't elevate your consciousness if you're being poisoned and held down. Try it 1 week. Those of you who can afford to watch what you eat, try it
Everyone
for a
can
week.
afford
Go
it.
to the butcher for your meat. Don't buy it at Walmart. Don't buy it.
That's in the UK, you've got to be careful.
Buy yourself ground chuck and grind it yourself.
Minced beef.
Minced
That's what
beef.
about.
Different color. It's supposed to be dark red, not pink, by the way.
And it's really weird because I do scare acting every year. Kelvin and Action in Brentwood. Anyone wants to come? It's good. But the whole theme of it is with signal lights. And we tell people they've got to stay in the light, keep away from the dark. We'll take that theme to what Larry's talking about. And if you're in the light, you exist on a higher frequency. Like if you're depressed, you're on a lower frequency. But they're given stuff to keep them, so you're like, whatever. They don't want you lifted. They don't want you to do that. But that is also within ourselves, and it is about breaking out. And all we're trying to say, none of this is controversy. I sort of knew there was something more, because I don't believe certain things. And it's like people who say, oh, I don't believe in God. And I say, yeah, but if you're stuck down a freaking hole or in a tunnel, the first thing you say is, please, God, get me out of it. If someone's dying in hospital, say, please, God, let them be well. Now, I'm not saying a God is a God, but you believe in something that can help control or help make that person better. So I'm not trying to be religious or whatever, but we all have this belief that please let this happen. And why do we think like that? I don't know. But there are frequencies, and it's a bit like there's a book, and I always call it My Secret Garden. It's not called that. But it's all about what you manifest. So if you think so it's going to happen bad, you act in a way that will attract that bad. I mean, this is different to sort of like hanging about for a dodgy crowd. If you think, oh, no one's going to like me, then you give off unknowingly in your subconscious
That's why I tell Bev, sometimes she'll go off on a rant and I'll hear, I'm so stupid, I'm worthless, I'm this, I'm that. And I'm like, baby, stop. I would never. I may say things like, I don't understand, why do you do that, this and that, but I would never use those words. But that's what happens when that's all you've been told all your life. And I hate it because I adore this woman. This woman's perfect in my eyes. Perfect.
I've got my chinks. But what we're basically saying for it is, people that know me, I always say to people, I'd rather wake up in the morning and say, that was really good, but I ain't doing it again, as opposed to wake up in the morning and say, I wish I'd done that. And the reason I wouldn't have done it is because someone might have said, oh, we ain't got time, or you shouldn't do that. And it's taking ownership of our own lives. And it's very hard, especially when you're parents. And the thing that happens a lot is the kids leave home and you look at the person that you've been with for 20, 25 years.
You got nothing left.
Because you've hid behind the kids. And then it's being brave enough to just say, do you know what? We've had a good time, but we've got nothing in common no more. Because life is too short. And people that know me again will say, it's a one-take life. You don't get a second chance. And so I could turn around and say, well, I did, because I died twice on the table. But that's just being arsey for being arsey. You've got one chance, and it is scary to step off that hamster wheel and say, no, enough. I want to do this for me. Because we're made to feel selfish. We're made to feel we shouldn't have that opinion. And certainly probably for mums or whatever. But I sit here, having gone from trying to make something work, being everything I thought was right, and it wasn't, until I was destroyed. And I still didn't recognise I was destroyed until it was way too late. And somewhere I got the courage to rebuild myself. I got to about 70%.
Ironically, she and I have both been working on ourselves since 2019.
Yeah.
Another coincidence? I think the universe was preparing each of us for each other.
And he has got me to 95%. I'm holding back on that 5%. I don't know what that 5% brings yet. I think that's going to bring marriage or whatever. But, you know, we can't be 100% perfect. And it was very hard for me to receive. And someone said to me, you've got to learn to receive. And I was always a giver. I still am, and I always will be. I'll give somebody my last £5 and walk home. But when you've got somebody like, you know, and all he does is, I don't want for anything, emotionally, financially, spiritually, anything. And there's no caveat attached to it. There's always a caveat attached. And you go, but baby, I do that. And it's hard for me to go, oh, I want to get, is it all right? And I still do it. Is it all right? But I'm learning. And I would say, I never felt my age anyway, but I would say I feel freer, lighter, and I don't see those sort of lines of, and what I will say on a final note is, I didn't realise how bad I was, because I kept putting I'm all right. We went back on some videos from when we used to sing together. And I always say about eyes are the windows to truth, to your soul. Someone can say one thing to you, look at their eyes, and they're telling absolute shite. And my eyes were dead.
Yeah.
There was still a little bit of light, but nothing. So sometimes, take a video of yourself, have a look at it and go, is that really me? And then think, what do I need to do? And the first step is always the hardest. As I said to Larry, when you make changes, at first it seems weird, And then next thing, it
It's the
seems
new norm.
comfortable, and then it becomes normal, and you're not thinking, don't even think about the way it was, but
And
there
that's
will
where
be
I'm
a
at
transition.
right now. Like, she'll escape, go on a squirrel moment, not triggered. Thanks to her. She knew.
Yeah,
She knew
amazing.
why. Like I say, we've been on each other's roller coaster for the last 3 years, so, But research that. Astral Connection, Astral Projection, Twin Flames, ADHD,
And-
of course.
If Elaine is still on here, you know that because you experienced that with amazing man that she was with for 19 years until unfortunately she lost him. But I never believed in soulmates. I thought what a load of old tosh that is. And
Never
when I
believed
met
in-
Larry, I did discuss this with Elaine, and she went, I said, I thought it was a load of old rubbish, and she went, no. And everything I was thinking, she turned around and went, yep. So it does exist out there. I'd given up. I was just like, I'm going to build my own, rest of my life. I know I'm a nightmare. I know I'm this. All the negative. And I said, I'll get to 70 and I'll check out. So I didn't see myself living past 70. Now, I took this leap of faith, and 2 people, Elaine, you're one of them, Lisa was the other one. Not you, Lisa Carl, another Lisa in the UK. And they said, just do it. And it's the best bit of advice and the best bit of friendship I've ever had. Because I would tell other people to do it, but for me to do it, well, guess what,
And
baby?
for her
Stuck
to
with it.
fly over every month and a half, 8-hour flight each way, leaving her mom, her dog, Jeff, it's rough. Cam fills a little bit.
It's not every month and a half. I'm over here the most I've ever been back in the UK is 2 weeks.
That's the most. Next time, when she leaves now, on the 15th, she'll be gone 2 weeks, 3 days.
2 weeks,
But
3 days.
I am so glad that this shit don't bother me anymore, because now this visit, I told her, this is our reconnection, haul ass to the next level. We got this visit.
And at the back of all of this is what we've always preached. You have to talk, no matter how difficult it is. And we lose that connection, especially when you've been married and because you don't know how to make that move, because you think someone's going to say, yeah, oh, shut up, what are you talking about? Shut up, sit down, what we're watching. And if you're not happy, you've got no kids to hide behind anything or whatever, you just got to be able to sit down and go, look, I've got to talk to you. This isn't an argument, but this is our lives. And if you want to change it and you're in love with your partner, brilliant. But if there are things that you notice that you don't like, you've got to pull them up, because if you don't,
In the moment.
In the moment.
Don't
That's what you
wait.
say to me, in
Because
the
it
moment,
builds
yeah.
animosity.
yeah, because mine built up to dislike, then it
Got
went
to be.
from lack of respect, then I lacked respect for that person. And I don't hate anybody, but it got to the point that I just didn't want to engage. It'd gone too far. And no matter what that person said to me, I would have thought, oh, yeah, I know it's on the other side there. I'll do this for a month and then you'll be calling me all the names under the sun. And that is what happened with us when I said to him, do you realise that when I got out of the car, you didn't kiss me? And he went, what? And when I told him, I said, it's actually been going on for about 10 days before and I hadn't pulled it up. But the fact that he didn't do that and he walked in the store without me, and we always hold hands, we're very big PDA. It's like get a room, will ya? In the airport, someone says, oh, aren't they cute? You know, when we wear our matching T-shirts and all this. But he said, we don't ever leave it that amount of time.
In my defense, I had that shockwave therapy, and it
Yeah, no, there was
destroyed
reasons.
me.
I'm not.
But
yeah.
it's still not an excuse.
Yeah.
Especially, I always hold her hand.
Always.
I always kiss her.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah. And we don't care
I found
about
myself on that carousel: pain, anxiety, depression. Pain, anxiety, depression.
Yeah, and
and
you
I
went
was
down a
doing
bit.
this. She pulled me out finally,
Yeah. And
but she didn't know what it was either. I was just in pain.
Well, I knew he was in pain, but the way he was it was shifting, you know. And the thing with Larry is he goes like that, and then it shifts, and then it shifts. Now, I sit here with tears in my eyes, really, because, and I've just about caught up, because I've seen these sort of shifts, and it goes back after, you know, for what happened, I wind him up, and it goes back. But, and I mean, it was like day 3, and he went, and I knew I was late ringing him, and I was like that on the phone. And I thought, why am I doing that? It's like, protect me ear holes, that was all. And today...
Well, when she got here, I want to talk a little bit more about ADHD.
Yeah.
I experienced something. Thank God I made the 180 and shifted yet again. I'm not bragging. I wanted to.
No.
I've been dying to. Well, it finally happened. When she arrived here, I get a text message from her before she leaves the plane telling me everything she's going to do to me. All right? Everything.
In graphic detail.
In the car, on the way back, the minute we get in the house. I almost didn't want to go to grocery shopping, but I did. I gave her that kiss at Food Lion again.
And he did start in the car. I did do some rather strange things in the car.
So we came home with $400 worth of groceries for the month. And it started off with, I need to bring the cases in. Okay, I'll go get them, honey. So I went out and got the cases. And why'd you bring them in? I told you I'd help you. I said, because I want to help. So, okay, I'm just going to do this and get the mixer out. And it went from the mixer.
I bought out a lot of stereo equipment.
To her medicine. I got to make sure the bottles didn't break. I said, honey, if they broke, your clothes are already wet. I knew they weren't broken. This went on for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Trapped.
I'm like, babe, I thought you were coming here and we were going to like jump in bed and do all this stuff. I know. Then I saw her bent over to crying. I didn't yell, by the way. I just was making a point. Baby, where are you? What's going on? I know. I just want to. And then I saw her bent over, shaking, staring at her purse for like 5 minutes. Her handbag. For 5 minutes. Finally, I did what I always do. What's going on? I went in, grabbed her, pulled her away, and made her come back, lay down. And then we just de-escalated her.
And I
just
cried.
held her. I just hold her until...
It makes me melt. I don't know what it is, but like I was so conscious of...
And she knew she was supposed to be not working or doing anything. She couldn't stop. And she didn't know why. Out of it.
And that is the curse of ADHD, where you get this paralysis. And I had all these things going on. He's done this, he's done that, look what he's done, what are you doing? And it's like ding, 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 ding. And it became so overwhelming. And I came into what I could, and I've said it's my home since I very first come here.
You guys saw the video when she arrived here, right? She took her, unbuttoned her shirt, she had her bra on, and she's just dancing around the front yard.
I was actually sitting in the car with...
I wasn't going to say that. But
well,
okay.
that's what I said, but...
there was more happening.
There was a shift that happened. I walked in, and the realisation of our home, and I looked, and I thought, and I'd seen the angst by certain things that he'd been in, and we got over it, and he turned this 180, and I was still...
I think she was still waiting for an explosion. Round 2 or something.
Yeah, and it was just like, he's done all this, and I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I hadn't done this. But I could, and I knew what I wanted to do because I'd written it down. But that is the shite part of ADHD, that when it becomes so overwhelming and your voices get louder, you literally sit like that, and your voice is going, I've got to go and washing, got to do this, got that. And you can't physically move. Well, for me, it was like that. And I was looking down at my handbag, and I'm thinking, I know I've told him all these things I'm going to do, and I really want to do it. And it was like my brain was chasing me out. And in the end, I was crying silently, and all he could see was me staring. And I thought, I can't let him know I'm crying, because what's going on? Because I felt I failed, right? And I thought, he's done all these positive things. And I thought I failed. Now, I know I can talk to him about anything, but I was so, no, don't bring him down. He has done amazing. And I'm looking at him with all this love in my eyes and my heart everywhere. And I could not move.
Just froze.
Physically move.
But
And I don't know how long it went on for.
I knew from this past time away, same thing happened. She explained it to me. So I was aware of what was going on at that point. But I just wanted to share that because there's a page on Facebook. I think it's ADHD Love or something.
Yeah.
And
Roxy,
the girl's name is Roxy. I don't know the guy's name. The guy doesn't have it, so he'd be me.
Rich.
Roxy is her. And I've learned a lot. I even posted a video. Like today, I said, yeah, hey, I'm going to put my makeup on. I'll be 10 minutes. No, you're not. Yes, I will. Really, I'll be ready. Nope, hour and a half later. But this time, where was I going with this? It was something that just happened.
Well, you
God.
came in
Squirrel moment.
because I thought it was a thing for me to come in late, right? And we actually didn't do a show because he just went, that's it. Sit down. I've got to talk to you. This is not a joke. I'm doing this. Which made me feel worse.
Yeah.
This is a few weeks ago.
I found out, keep that thought.
Go on.
I found out they never start out shitty.
No.
I will say something like this. Bev, I thought you said you were going to do this. I know, but I'm not. And then over time, my vomit comes out and she'll just take it. She's seen me go nuts. And then I saw how every time, if I bring something to her attention, it immediately makes her feel like a failure. Not happening no more. Not happening. I found better ways to communicate that are more positive and won't back her in that corner. Because I love her too much. I don't want to put her through more hell. And I'm a man. I can take this. It's just all new to me. To me, it's just like, why? How could you not? After everything you told me, how could you not?
And I mean, that's why I said I'm a nightmare to live with. I watch other people, they say to me, you're a nightmare. You're a
Horror show.
You're too much.
Horror show. She's a
You're,
porn show.
And no, I did hear that. I chose to ignore it. No, baby, I didn't. I'll pay for it. You'll get it later. But the key of all this is, I didn't think. I thought I was still broken, and like I say, when my ADHD at certain jobs worked, it did. But I do come over very you should do this, and I don't. And I always say, God give you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You listen to twice as much as you ever say. And I do have a hard job doing that. But
no, but
it is about communication and how you approach it. Now, I'm blessed with this man because...
And I'm blessed with her.
Because he accepts me and he learns about me, and that was always his thing. He kept saying to me, to love you, to understand you, don't feel bad about it, do this. And we've broken down so many barriers, and I've done a lot of breaking down. And
the reason was most people date for a while, right? No, we went from smule singing partners
to guys,
really good friends to boy, I could see you as my wife. Yeah, I could see you as my husband. So is that a yes?
It's the most shittiest wedding proposal ever.
I'm going to propose to her, right?
Yeah.
I knew she said yes. She was coming here still, me.
Well, I thought it was
the next day, Kay's Jewelers, bam, ring. I'm not letting this one go. No.
When he said it, I was like, yeah, I can see that. Landed... Next day, get to Kate George with some cover story, go in there. Next day,
she's in panic, so she brings some wine with her to
sip. What do I mean? I thought, what's going on here? And he said, I've got this. And then, well, it's another story. But every time I look at this ring, and it is just like, I'm all right. Someone really does love me for who I am.
And that's, I fell in love with her craziness.
Yeah.
When she's silly, you've seen her. When she's silly and crazy, I'm in my element. When
But
she's...
he reins me in a good way. And even tonight, he went, babe, oh, look, today, he's had to go to a doctor's appointment, which is a 4.5 hour round trip. If you see my to-do list...
That's what I was going to say. Talk about time management. Do you have it? You want to go get it?
Go get it. No.
You want me to play it? I can play a song or just...
Go
You know where it is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're waiting on Bev for that. This is what I was saying. Like, I know how long things take her now. She was not late today. She was actually spot on. I told her she had 5-minute grace window because I had 2 songs. It doesn't matter anymore. Show up when you show up. It's not like this is prime time and I'm on a set. You know, it's my own studio and you're you and I'm me. And I'm blessed that I still have viewers. It's insane. She is, Lainey, the most caring person, purest heart. And this guy has watched her get used, abused, taken advantage of so many times. I'm like, no. It's time someone treats you like the queen you are. And she is a queen. So when I left the doctor's, it's 2-hour drive there, usually an hour there, 2-hour drive back. So Cam didn't leave Bev's side the whole time. And what I knew she was going to do, I'm going to clean up and I'm going to clean the fridge. Puts bits away. Okay, honey, thank you. I didn't know the list she wrote out. Now, keep in mind, in those 5 hours I was gone, 4.5, she did clean the fridge beautifully. I think she did the floors, did all the kitchen counters. Not that she just tidied it up, but I knew it. The minute I walked through the door, I'm like, oh, wow, you know? But here's her list of what she thought she could accomplish in 5 hours.
Okay. So I said I was going to clean the kitchen, tidy up throughout the house, clean at the fridge and the freezer, sort it all out, do 2 dishwashers, do the washing, do the ironing, clean the sunroom, organise all our merchandise and stuff, order a unit, water the plants, what else is on here? Oh, move the bed, because the mattress has got a bit of a dip in it, so I thought I would about turn that round. Move, we've got like a, what do you call it? Your
armoire.
This unit. Move it from there into the closet. Move that thing over to the other wall. Move the jackets. Cook dinner.
Now.
And make a chocolate cake.
Now, and there's still a chocolate cake from my birthday, and it tastes good. I don't know what she does. It's a little dry, but not bad.
It's 3 months old.
3 months old, that damn cake. I'll tell you, man, this girl can cook. So she did get a lot done, though, and I praised her. Not that I always tell her, babe.
Oh, and have an hour in the sun.
Oh, yeah, and an hour in the sun.
That didn't happen.
It happened after I got home. But she did do the laundry. What did you get done? The laundry? Folded?
I went through the house, tied the whole house up. The fridge and freezer took bloody
apparently
2 hours.
When the ice overflowed, it dripped down into the bottom drawer.
Let's get a leak, wouldn't we?
Beverly likes to leave doors open on the fridge. And either way, through opening and closing, even from me, the ice melted and re-solidified and the drawer was stuck. She said,
but the thing is that when I leave the door open the fridge, he comes, so if this is the fridge here, he comes around the corner
boom,
from the bedroom and he walks straight to the door. It's like a comedy act. Or the other one is, I leave, so you open a couple of doors. Now for me, when I'm cooking, I open everything up. So I just go, dum, 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 dum. When I'm finished,
normally I wouldn't mind, but I banged my head one time.
Is it? I
think something came out like, "That son of a bitch!"
Or we tweet on something. Yeah. Or the hose ain't folded up right, and that hits him. He always gets on the receipt.
I have OCD. I know.
Oh,
this.
mate. Oh, God.
Do you see how everything's... Do you see how your bobby pin is lined up with the bottom of this G-clef?
Yeah. So all his vapes. And the funny thing was, last night he was asleep, and he had my vape. I bent over like that, and he's asleep. And he's got my vape in his hand. And I'm thinking, how do I get that out without waking up? And I'm trying to... Oh, sorry, I'm going to get another one of these. And then he woke up, and he always wakes up in pain, bless him. And he's always taken this out, and I've gone out to make coffee. I've come back to the coffees, and he's gone. Now, I know he thinks they're his, because there's 3 vapes, 1, 2, 3, perfectly lined up, right? The remote's next to it, and
lined
he looks
up
at them,
on
and
the
he's
bed.
gone, "Where's my vapes?" And I went, "Well, you thought they were yours, didn't you?" And he went, "No." I went, "Well, you did, because look at the way they're lined up." I said, "If you look to your left on your end table, like bedside table," I said, "yours 2 are sitting like that, perfectly lined up to the your medicine bottle and this and that." So yeah, he is, but he is very, very patient. I mean, I am
Look,
totally blessed.
this is the
really.
first time where I can honestly say that love trumps everything, because the core of who I am
Love and
and the
communication.
core of who she is,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
This other little shit, it's nothing. It really is. I have gone out on more dates in 3 months than I have in 5 years.
What? What's that mean?
With you.
Oh, sorry. What are you talking about now? No, it is true, but the gift is that whether it's the age we are now, we both know what we want, and we're not afraid to ask about what we want anywhere. I like that. But it is communication, not being. And when I look back, I could never communicate because someone didn't want to communicate. It's your fault, i.e. me. You're this, you're that, you're this. And when that all went pear-shaped, it's gone pear-shaped many years before, but I knew once I came over here to see you, and then instantly, and he kept saying to me, and he showed me what it's like to receive, what's reciprocal love. But I'm not afraid to say to him, "I really think you're wrong." And he'll say something to me, and sometimes go, "I'm wrong." I go, "Hang on a minute." And one thing I do say to him is, "Can you just lower your voice?" I don't have to say to him anymore, but I said, "Just lower your voice." And
Italians, Armenians.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like really good, like,
Anxiety,
really
fuel,
quiet,
volume.
really quiet background blood in him. But that used to trigger him, and he calmed down. But I am blessed because he will take the shit. But there's been taking this shit from me for four years. You're this, you're that. Not that, but helping him. But I receive it because the difference is now that when we have argued, nothing's perfect. Life is not perfect. And I said this to him after the first 2 weeks. There's going to be bad times. And he went, "No, there won't." I went, "There will." Because you have to have bad times to appreciate the good. But that's a different one. That's the overall one.
Oh.
And, but I knew it was on it. But the difference is that you have
When
to...
you have two
you have
people...
to forgive yourself. You have to admit you're not always right. And if you want to be happy and live with someone, you haven't got the right to dictate to somebody else. It's a two-way street. And I've got to say, this might sound as corny as you like, but this week has been the best week of my life because I'm in a place that I see as my home. Now, again, how can me at my age, which we don't talk about, be able to go like that? turn my back on everything I know. I mean, I'm going to be there for my mum who's 91, my brother's unfortunately got cancer, my dog. I'll be there, but the mix now is I'll be there a week and I'll be home, I call this home now, for 5 weeks, 6 weeks. And my friends of course can come out, do whatever. But that's only come through some real humdingers.
Yeah.
And some work. But that
Oh,
dreamscape.
and every argument
Yeah.
has always netted an
Yeah.
amazing return. So an argument is not always horrible.
It's frustration. I know it's frustration and it's love. That's the difference. I used to be screamed at and shouted at and degraded, if you like. And when he has lost it, and I've lost it with him, you know, but when he goes, how did I do that to you? I said, because I know it's frustration. Maybe the things I'm doing, you're not used to it, but there's not, even though it's got a very loud voice, darling, he's got a loud voice. I never go, it upsets me, don't get me wrong. There's been a few lines, but I've said a few lines to him that are cutting. But I know it's frustration, love, how he wants this to work out. And you have to sometimes stop and look at your partner and go, if it's something you really want to be with, but you're arguing, why are you arguing? Is it because you stopped listening, because you don't think you need to? Is it because you don't want to turn around and say, you put my headphones on? You don't want to know that you're wrong,
Oh, I guess I am.
or whatever. Yeah, you put your headphones on. Later, darling. But that is all I'm going to say on it. I'm going to say I've been taken places I didn't know existed. This dreamscape thing freaked me out. When I watch it, I've lost my volume.
Uh-oh.
And watching the BBC.
Oh, shit. That's what happened. The talk over button. Go back.
Go back?
Go back about a minute.
Go back about a minute. Go back.
I'll
Okay.
edit it out.
So I've forgotten what I was saying. Go back a minute. But all I'm saying is that what you've got to do is, if you're arguing, you've got to look at each other and look at that person you're arguing with. Do you really like that person, or are you finished with that person? If you're finished with them, then you've got to have that conversation, as hard as it is.
And here's the deal, all right? My second wife, we had a great 6 years. Had I had the tools I have now, I don't know if it would have worked or not, because I lost my son. Things just crumbled. But here's why I did what I did. To me, there was no options. She's not going home sad. She's not going to arrive back at her mom's sad. She's got scare acting to do. She's got a lot of stuff to do that she loves doing. And I am not going to, I I used to be afraid to back off because I told her, if I back off, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll fall out of love with you. You know, I didn't know. I knew how it worked with others, but the others are not her.
No.
Trust me. I don't want for anything. I have never been desired, wanted, made a priority. Maybe I did first couple of years of my marriage. I don't want to discredit Debbie because I'm a different guy now. No matter what anybody's done to me, if there were good moments, you know, but we are approaching 2 hours. We actually 8 minutes, 7 minutes shy.
Well, we haven't sort of bombarded
Talked your ear off.
But we wanted to get this across because
we thought it was important because, again, it's all intertwined. The connection, the vibration, the relationship.
We really do want Laney's comments.
Yeah.
Laney, your comments, you're going to make me cry. We really do want your interaction. Laney has said, self-fulfilled prophecy, I'm here. You did. Absolutely, you did. Yeah, you did. I credit you for that. It was Laney that told me to do it. I'm the most caring person. Oh, she said 3 minutes ago she couldn't hear. No sound. He's worked it out. See, I'm a tech dinosaur. I push buttons, and when it don't work, I still ain't got Google Assistant back on my new phone. I ain't got loads of things. I did get a £1,000 bill from EE. Cheers for that, which I'm fighting.
We've had a lot of dark. I'll tell you what, this is a fact, and all you Christians know this is a fact.
Don't get too deep.
Huh?
Don't get too deep.
I'm not. I'm identifying Christians.
I know.
They
we've got
know
other religions on here.
when people are full of light and love. The dark forces don't like that because what are Bev and I doing? We're spreading it. It may have only reached 2 or 3 people, but we're only 3 months in. I'm excited for what is coming.
I cannot believe we look back, even if you look at that house and what we've done.
Oh, God. My house is like $1 million now with every little thing she's done. And wait till you see the dining room.
I said to him, you've been staying here, you've not been living here. And my thing is, there's 2 things. My thing is, one, I want it to be at home that when he pulls up in the drive, which we've now done, we've done the driveway. And I do drive him mad. I drive myself mad because I go, I want to do all these things. But I've learned through him, through patience, Laney knows this, I will try and do a million things at once. Now I've learned that I can't do everything in one day. I used to stay awake for 3 days, 3 nights. I think my record was, I don't know, it's 5 nights, definitely 4 nights, 5 days.
What?
Awake. Me.
Oh.
I can't do that now because I was running on adrenaline. I mean, I dropped loads of weight. I look like I've just come out of Belson. But I've learned to relax. I've also learned that to be the side, that's got nothing to do with side work, but I've learned to relax. I still struggle with it, but at the end of it all, it's communication. My friends know I'm there. I might be late sometimes. Yes, I know. But you pick up a friend where you left off. You keep the people in your life that mean something to you, that you get reciprocal from. There are givers and takers in this world. And to give is great, but sometimes the giver should be able to receive. If you're with somebody that you never receive anything from, you've got to look at it. But be honest. Be truthful to yourself first. Forgive yourself. Look at your faults and go, yep. And if you can't pass that ownership on to your partner, then they're no longer your partner. If that partner says, because you're, and just cuts you off, then you've got to think, well, how many years have I got left?
And how many years of that do you want to keep with this?
And for us, that's what I was saying. I want to get bits and pieces done in the house, but there's things he wants to do, things I want to do. I said, let's just forget this. Get it so we've got it. You've got our own stamp on it. And let's go and do this stuff whilst we're fit enough, but whilst we've got the want to do it. It's a bit like, I like it, didn't I? So when you went out when you was younger, you'd go out at like 7, 8 o'clock and you'd roll in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Now you get to like our age, and you're happy going home at 10, and all these people are going out at 10. You know, your priorities change, your expectations change. And I said, we don't want to wait 2 or 3 years because, number one, you never know what's around the corner. And number two, we might not have the enthusiasm to do it. I might just go, oh, well. And I don't want that to happen. I mean, I keep him on his toes enough. He keeps me on my toes as well.
Yeah, we're good for each other.
But you've got to live the life you've got here today. Because tomorrow, if you have your head down looking back, you're going to fall over. You can't predict what's going to happen tomorrow. The only thing you can deal with is today. And what you deal with today can impact on what you do tomorrow, but you can't predict it. But don't go forward to tomorrow saying, I wish I'd done that. That's all I will say on it.
And we're right on time.
I'm right on time.
All right.
Love you loads.
Love you guys.
Lisa, love you.
Closing theme song.
All of you that have joined in tonight, thank you so much. Please share, follow it on. Remember to love on. Someone gives you something, act to kind it, give it on to somebody else, and just say to them, please follow that on. Spread love, not sarcasm.
Where we talk relationships and how to keep them alive. It's the BLT Show with Bev and Taz on Tez FM.
All right. That wraps it up for Bev and I.
We're matching.
Yes, we are. We look good together, man. We're like, we have eyes, we have smiles, we have vibes.
You have certainly.
But we're all about love, spreading love, getting you, to love your significant other again.
Or find one, or just love yourself.
That's
and
right.
Make your life the best it can ever
So,
be. And stop
one
eating
another.
astronaut food.
Love one another, show compassion to one another, and just be there for each other, but most of all, forgive each other. As Bev would say,
Be nice.
ta-ta.
Ta-ta for now.